What starts as routine work twists into chaos no one can predict. A single wire spool snaps free, and in seconds, the factory floor turns into a war zone, where one mistake unleashes deadly force. The chaos kicks off the moment control slips. What follows is pure rolling destruction. Like a steel beast off its chain, it barrels forward, shattering glass and crushing anything foolish enough to be in its path. One close call on the road and the danger only grows deadlier. This lucky guy speeds past just as a monster spool crashes down, seconds from flattening everything in its way. The chaos doesn't stop at intersections, because the next runaway coil doesn't just fall, it barrels straight toward what's in its path. Metal meets momentum, and control doesn't stand a chance. The coil slams off the trailer, rolling until it claims the intersection like it owns the streets. 5 tons of coiled steel is no harmless roll. It's a spring waiting to snap. One whip to the head drops him flat, a brutal reminder of how close he came to never standing again. One hard break and the cargo turns traitor. The truck slams its brakes and a giant coil snaps loose, crushing the cab like a wrecking ball, reminding everyone how fragile safety really is. Even the smallest task, like passing paper, can flip into disaster in seconds. One slip too close and the feeder drags him in whole, turning routine work into a nightmare no one can stop. Sometimes it's not just workers at risk. Anything in the path pays the price.
Chrysler Town and Country.
In a heartbeat, the car is crushed flat, like the road itself decided it was done carrying it. And the scariest sound on a work site isn't the machines running, it's the snap of steel under strain. The cable unravels like a serpent breaking free, every strand a warning that gravity always wins. Coils and cables may look harmless, but the tension inside them is anything but. snap hits like a punch from nowhere, sending him stumbling back, lucky to be walking away at all. Highways aren't built for chaos, but sometimes chaos makes its own rules.
Crazy scene here unfolded on a Houston highway yesterday. Take a look at this giant spool of cable on the run. It apparently fell off a flatbed truck. Fortunately, no accidents were reported, though one driver says it scratched the side of her car. Well, that's a close call there.
That giant spool tears down the road like it's got a mind of its own, rolling wild while drivers pray it doesn't choose them next. Every lift looks smooth until the weakest link decides otherwise. The cable gives out, the weight plummets, and in a blink, the ground vanishes under splintering wood and choking dust. Just when you think the danger's behind the truck, it turns out it's actually riding inside it. One hard break, and those steel coils launch forward like wrecking balls, crushing the cab in a split second. And if you thought the ground was the safest place to be, well, not when the sky itself decides to fall.
What the hell is it? What's going on here? Okay, watch it, watch it! Shit! 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 I got it on. Shit!
That massive crane sways, buckles, and then slams down with earth-shaking force, turning steel into rubble in seconds. Highways are chaotic enough. Add a runaway spool, and you've basically got a disaster movie in motion. This beast bounces free, rolling straight down the road like it owns the lane, leaving drivers in sheer panic. Sometimes danger isn't in the machine. It's the one wrong move you made around it. One slip of a switch, and suddenly he's fighting for balance on a moving beast, his boot missing the jaws of disaster by inches. Coils aren't just heavy, they're weighting disasters if one piece of steel gives way. Snap echoes, the weight crashes, and in seconds he's pinned, frozen under tons of steel, with death hanging inches above his head. Every scene is a reminder. When you're working with this much weight and steel, safety isn't just a rule, it's survival. One wrong snap, one slip, and the line between routine and disaster disappears.